Hello guys, today our paper presentation topic is speech processing. Welcome, myself Siddhi Mitke. Introduction. The speech processing is the study of speech signal and the processing methods of the signal. The signals are usually processed in a digital representation. So, the speech processing can be regarded as a special case of digital signal processing and applied to speech signal. Here the diagram represents how simply speech processing is works like. Next, speech processing. The speech processing is the most natural form of human to human communication. That means we can communicate with each other by using different languages. The speech is related to language and human psychological capability, and it is also related to sound and acoustics. Therefore, the speech is one of the most intriguing signals that humans work with every day. What is the purpose of the speech processing? To understand the speech as means of communication. Next, to understand the speech for transmission and reproduction. To analyze the speech for automatic recognition and extraction of the information. Next, here the block diagram represents speech coding. Above it shows the speech encoder and below the shows speech decoder. Speech encoder is consist of speech source, filter, sampler, A to D converter, source encoder, and channel. And speech decoder is consist of channel decoder, source decoder, D to A converter, filter and output speech. Here the speech source means the speech signal is applied to filter, which is used to remove the noise, and the filtered signal is applied to sampler. Sampler is used to samples the signals and applied a sampled signal to A to D converter, which converts analog signal into digital converter. And the digital signal is applied to source encoder, which reduces the number of bits required to represent long runs of the spots. And this applied to channel encoder. Channel encoder is provide the GSM receiver with ability to detect the transmission error and eventually correct the sum of this also improve the transmission quality. Next is a channel. Channel is a media through which we can connect the transmitter and receiver that sends the information from transmitter to receiver. The decoder. Next one is a speech decoder. Means the channel decoder is the first block of speech decoder. The channel decoder is used to exploit the redundancy to facilitate the detection and correction of bit errors and thus determine the actual transmitted input bit sequence. And this signal is applied to source decoder, which is used to perform inverse mapping and thereby delivers to user destination a reproduction of a digital source output. This signal is applied to D to A converter, which is used to digital signal into the analog signal, and this analog signal is again applied to the filter, which removes the noise is present in the signal, and the filtered output we get at the output speech. Next, speech recognition and understanding. The speech is the ability of the machine or a program to identify words and phrases in spoken language and convert them into a machine relatable format. This technology is being used to replace other method of the input like typing, clicking, selecting in other way. Next is the application. First one is the Amazon Alexa. The Amazon Alexa uses a deep learning process called the automatic speech recognition ASR to convert the speech into the text quickly and accurately. Second is the Apple Siri. The Apple Siri is also a deep neural network DNN to convert the acoustic pattern of your voice at each instant into a probability distribution over a speech sound. Next is Google's Google Assistant. It is the same as the Amazon Alexa. That means instead of typing, we can speak the words. Next is Microsoft Cortana. It is also same as the Apple Siri and Amazon Alexa. Next is the speaker verification for secure access to premise information virtual space. And last one is the language translation. The language translation is used to convert the spoken words in one language into another. Next one is a conclusion. So here from the paper presentation, we conclude that the future scope of this system is very good and this technology is beneficial for a public and private sector of business community, and the technology is easily used by the children and adults. Thank you.